Hello, I'm the 10-minute English teacher. Let's get you exam ready. Today we're thinking about GCSE English literature and I'm going to be providing you with a guide to the poem The Farmer's Bride. Before we get going, don't forget to like and subscribe. There are plenty of things on the channel to help you revise for English language and English literature. Okay, my guide to the poem The Farmer's Bride. We're going to start by thinking about what the poem is about. The poem is about a farmer who has recently got married. He has chosen a bride and the relationship has soured. There is no love in the relationship and it is a poem about despair and loneliness and being in a despondent, loveless marriage without passion. So if I'm in the exam, I'm starting with a paragraph that explains what the poem is about. Here's what that might look like. The Farmer's Bride is a poem about a farmer who has chosen a wife and has entered into a loveless marriage. The bride is unable to show affection and the poem explores feelings of possession, despair and loneliness. And once I've done that, it's time to move on to write about the structure. Second paragraph of my response in the exam is where I would be analysing the structure of the poems I've chosen. Here's what that looks like for The Farmer's Bride. The poem is written in iambic tetrameter, which drives the narrative forward and builds tension. The varying use of rhyme gives the reader a sense of unease and reflects the idea that there is conflict in the relationship. So that's my analysis of structure. When I've done that, it's time to move on and start analysing language. You're going to need to be able to analyse 3 or 4 quotes for the poems that you choose. So here are my quotes to know for The Farmer's Bride. We've got the bride being described to be as shy as a leveret, and this simile introduces the idea of the bride being timid and vulnerable. It also reflects the idea the farmer knows nothing of life outside of his role as a farmer. So he uses references to the natural world that he has taken from being a farmer and doesn't really understand anything about relationships or the needs of his wife, perhaps. We've also got like the shut of winter's day, and the use of winter introduces the idea of their relationship being cold and loveless. She runs away in the poem and then is returned to him, and we hear that she was flying like a hare. This simile elicits thoughts of becoming prey, perhaps making the farmer seem predatory and sinister. And at the very end of the poem, we've got the brown of her eyes, her hair. It's quite a distressing end. The frantic end to the poem could reflect the farmer resisting the urge to take his bride by force. It's a very distressing end to the poem. If you want to take it further, watch the video again and mute the sound, you do the talking. Think about how you might compare this poem to others, like When We Two Parted, which explore strong feelings in romantic relationships. Check out my quotes to know without looking guides to revise the flashcards for the key quotes, and let us know what your favourite poem from the cluster is and why in the comments. Okay, check out the other videos on my channel. I'll continue to add content. Feel free to add something you'd like to see me cover in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share, and keep revising.